Hello, everybody. Brian here again from an earlier uh, video I put out stream. All right, so as hopefully most of you know, oil's been going up in price because of these attacks by Ukrainian drones attacking oil refineries in Russia. You can see here, oil has been going up, and as a result, it has impacted the price of oil as more refiners get knocked out. One of the big impacts is India's importing now oil from the U.S. So, yeah, you can start to see obviously oil move up. Here, we have the Brent crude right here, and then we have in the orange here is WTI. So, as a result, that's going to continue to drive up oil. And I have no idea how long that will last. Just it depends upon this war now because there's impact on the overall price of oil. This war in Ukraine was just in Ukraine, but now obviously it's expanded into Russia. So we'll see how that may escalate. Now, here's the thing: is that you have uh, oil moving up because of Russia. I think another reason why oil is moving up is because of the Chinese markets, which means the pretty well. I talked about this in my prior stream today, and you can see here there is a relationship somewhat between China and oil, especially BCO, Brent crude. So you can see here that this also has a relationship. There's a bottoming process right here with China, and this goes all the way back to last year when this decline started. Um, and you can see here, China is about halfway to its recovery of the peak here in around the summer of last year. So as that happens, uh, that is obviously uh, impact of China's probably cleared out a lot of its weak players out of the economy. As a result, China's production starting to move up. So there's going to be activity outside the U.S. So up goes the Chinese 50 uh, market. So I think that's one of the impacts that you're not seeing outside of Russia. This started before these Russian attacks on their oil refineries. So as a result, this is the bigger picture, I think, with the economy going up. Now, I've also looked at the price of copper, which I showed in my other uh, stream. So you can see here copper's moved up as well. Even on the timing, you can see when that increased from February 2nd, copper has moved up, yeah, in around the same February 5th. So as the Chinese manufacturing starts to improve and the Chinese markets start to improve with this China 50, that's one of the other big, massive drivers of what's driving up the price of oil, along with copper. So this is now, I don't want to say, this could be the secret headline, and this could be something that the U.S. government can't control, cannot manipulate how the Chinese economy starts to strengthen, pick up, meaning more manufacturing starts to happen within the Chinese economy, and that's going to impact, as I said in my previous stream, impacts the U.S. dollar, and that also impacts higher inflation, impacts if the Federal Reserve will cut. I don't see it just because of oil. Oil is a big factor when people go out driving to their job because oil goes up, and that's going to have other big factors um, as well. So if you go all the way back to the Chinese markets here, that decline's been happening since April. So let's look at a weekly view just as a compare. Oh, let's do a monthly view. So you can somewhat see that there is a relationship over the weeks since 2012. The Chinese market or the China 50 can impact price. It's a definite relationship there. So if the back here in 18, if the Chinese market starts to decline, it's an early indicator because the oil price will decline. So you could see that there is somewhat a relationship. And right here, as price of oil starts to decline between 18 and 2020 during the global sickness, China's economy still was humming along. So what happens to the price of oil? It starts to move up because the Chinese manufacturing and economy starts to drive global pricing of oil. That's when you start to see the price of or the inflation really kick in because of China's capacity to manufacture. So that is the real driver there. And as I said, the charts don't lie. So no matter what you hear on financial news, this chart, this relationship does not lie. So you can see what's happening now is that the um, Chinese market did come back down. Okay. And boom, it's starting to potentially move up. So there's a definite relationship there. And I think this will continue to move up as China's economy, domestic economy, I should say, starts to improve. And just if there is a trading relationship between China and India, that will be another big factor to drive up both India and China. Historically, they don't like each other. That I know. But if they were able to work out a trading deal between the two, this will be a huge impact on U.S. and Western economies. Just to give you that perspective on that chart, let me just check on the. Okay, so that's pretty well what I'm seeing right now. So I'll leave it at that. What's really driving up the price of oil, from my perspective, is the Chinese economy. Yeah, obviously, Russian refineries get impacted by this set of Ukrainian drones. Um, yeah, that's a smaller factor. It's really the Chinese economy and the Southeast Asian economy. And what's coming online is the Indian economy as well. And as I said, the big shift right now is, as of today, the headline I saw, India is buying U.S. oil. See how long that lasts. But India's completely independent of what the West does. So that could be a factor as well. But right now, you watch China, what happens to their China 50 uh, index, and see how that plays out. The other one to watch is copper as well. So you can see copper's going up as well. And the two driving factors, again, of that is the China economy, Chinese manufacturing, and Indian manufacturing as well. So, anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. See if there's any comments or questions here. No, there's not. All right. So we'll talk to you later. Have a good day.